Right here, we have the PSA Jackal. There have been a lot of questions. Is the PSA Jackal actually a good gun? Is the PSA Jackal good enough to defeat the Scar? Is the PSA Jackal worth it? Do I love the PSA Jackal? All of these questions and more will be answered today on Grantham, as we have been testing the literal hell out of this thing. So, as usual, stay tuned for unbiased Grantham reviews. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, what do we have to talk about, Micah?
Sponsors!
The biggest sponsor of the channel is the Sonoran Desert Institute. If you're looking to get your start in gunsmithing, go and check them out. We do love them quite a bit, don't we, Micah?
They're my fave.
They fund all of this, and they are absolutely awesome. And of course, who could we not forget, Micah?
Primary Arms, and everybody's been sending me pictures of the Skittle sticker. They're very happy with it.
Yeah, no, they're actually not, because we actually have a meeting with them Thursday. I'm actually pretty worried. But if you're looking for great optics at a great price, we can't recommend them enough. We do love their optics. The Short One Day is literally goated in the sauce. It's one of our favorite optics. We just love it. And if you're looking to get better at shooting, what do you need to do, Micah?
Dry fire.
Dry fire. Mantis. It's going to turn your weapon into a dry fire machine, and you will get much better. I spend a lot of my time dry firing at the TV. Rest in peace, Jack Reacher. In any case, all the ammo today is sponsored by AAC. We're shooting 77 grain OTM, which we absolutely love. With all that being said, Talk is Cheap Ammunition is sponsored by who, Micah?
AAC.
All right, let's get into it. Now, before we get started with drills, the question is, what exactly is the Jackal? So, a couple things here. One, we do have to note that AAC, who is our ammo sponsor, is a subsidiary of PSA. So with those things being said, I would rather call this video an overview because of that financial investment in terms of ammo to us from PSA. Now, despite all of that, we're going to be as brutal and as honest as we always are when it comes to a firearm. It's just because of that sponsorship that I don't feel comfortable calling it a review, and that's just for our own essay. Now, the PSA Jackal is a 5.56 semi-automatic rifle. It is a long stroke gas piston. So it's kind of like an AKM or AK-47 gas system with like a SCAR bolt. That's what it most reminds me of. It's a interesting system. It differs in some ways from the AR-180, but in many ways it's very similar. So what's to be said about that is a lot of these rifles that use an AR-18, AR-180 system that are modernized like this cost a lot of money. But how much does this one right here cost, Micah?
What, like $1,300?
Yeah, so for like the setup that we have right here with the nice stock and everything, we got about obviously all the accessories more, but the base rifle about $1,300. You can get them for about $1,000. So that's a fairly cheap long stroke modernized gas piston rifle. So there's a lot to be said about this design. Is it good? Does it actually work? We're gonna get into it, but the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna run drills with it. Let's see what this rifle is actually capable of. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start off with drills right here using 77 grain. We have Mika Meefield. So my name is Mike Jones. I am a retired Air Force Special Warfare guy. Shoot a lot, actually much better shooter just because shoot civilian side. Micah, what's your background?
Camera guy, gun enthusiast.
Outshoots me.
Yeah. No.
It's Counter-Strike, dude. It's Counter-Strike. Only with shitty
The
guns.
mouse click reps.
But with all that being said, Micah, I always start these drills off, so you're gonna start this time.
All right.
First drill.
What are we doing?
First drill, whatever you want.
Is it lame to say just we start off with a build drill?
Let's absolutely do it. And I need to go grab my shot timer. Where's your snow camo?
I forgot it. I got these stupid gloves on though.
Shooter gear, channel course fire.
I do.
Stand by.
Ah,
148. That was good, dude.
I'm gonna blame it on the gloves.
Those are big.
They're thick gloves.
Are you cold?
Yes, I'm freezing.
It's not that bad.
148 all in?
Yeah.
Yeah, all in. Yeah, it's good. All right, we gotta go again because I didn't hold the shot timer in the right spot. Ready?
Yeah.
126. Woo! You beat me. That PSA trigger is pretty good.
Yeah, so one thing that we should note here, if you want to come in here, the trigger that we have right here is one of the newer triggers from the Saber line from PSA. And it's pretty dummy light. We've got 3,000 rounds on it at this point. It's lighter than a Geisley. I don't know if I consider it a combat trigger, but
It has a little less take up than a Geisley and it's a little lighter, so I would even say it's faster, but
I don't know. It's not like a combat trigger. I trust the Geisley more, but from our testing, it's doing pretty good so far.
it feels good. It feels really good. All right, you pick the next drill.
Sure. So one thing that's interesting about the Jackal is that because you have a long stroke gas piston system, it is more mass traveling, so you do have a little bit more jump than an AR-15.
Feels a little luggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Scar in some ways.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and let's do Mozambique.
Okay. You gonna try and ride that recoil up?
I'm gonna try. Mozambique is 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. You never know when a 2 to the chest face gets the rest. Have you not heard that?
No. Shoot ready.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Low.
0.92.
Low though. Doesn't even work.
Didn't kick hard enough.
I didn't kick hard. Give you one more.
Yeah.
Give me one more. Okay.
Shoot ready.
Yeah.
Stand by. It's better. It's
Yeah.
good. It was good. 109.
All right, I'll take it. Here you are.
We're gonna subtract like 0.2 of a second from my gloves. That sounds
What
good.
about my kit? Let the audience decide. Shooter, are you ready? It's also cold as balls.
Yeah.
Stand by. Shooter ready. Stand by. Nice, dude. 102. Woo! Good. Yeah. That was good right there. Awesome, man. All right, next drill is you. You know what we should do? Clear the plate rack.
Oh God. If I clear the plate rack, I could take the pronouns out of my bio.
Deal.
All right, shoot ready.
Yeah. Safety off.
Safety off, on, ready to go. Shoot ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Dang. 187. You really went for that slow and controlled to make sure that you just if I miss once,
I
then
think you're gonna try to gas it. You're gonna lose.
if I miss once, I just lose.
Maybe like 3 millimeters above the top.
Okay.
Like about a quarter of a plate. Shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. .244.
I just can't ever win the plate rack.
Looks like
I
the
can't ever win
pronouns
the plate
stay in
rack.
the bio. All right,
right.
next up, we're gonna do some long shots.
All right.
A lot of questions about PSA, Jackal, and accuracy. So we'll start, we'll keep walking it out. So right here, we're at about 150. So let's go and check it out. All right, pretty easy. Let's go ahead and take it to 600.
150 straight to 600. Okay, maybe we should try like 300.
Oh, okay, sure. Why not? $300, definitely doable. We obviously have a 10.5 barrel right here, so We do have a good amount of drop, so we'll adjust for it at 600. This is where I need that TACOM HQ.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who's unsure about using Shopify?
My business has grown significantly since getting on Shopify, and I know that as we continue to grow, Shopify can keep up with us in terms of speed and in terms of how well it can deliver.
You see what edge it impacted on?
It's pretty much center, maybe right just a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, you're pretty much center.
Feels pretty good. So we've done a little bit of long range shooting here with the Jackal. We're at 600. Wind's pretty bad today. We're gusting between 10 to 30. It's just the nature of the Ram Ranch out here. But shooting 77 grain, so there's a lot of time for that round to be affected in flight. Despite that, we're getting pretty consistent hits at 600, which is a lot out of a little 10.3. The rifle is definitely combat accurate at the distances I need. So pretty impressed with the accuracy we're getting out of the Jackal. Back to the review.
Now, this video is brought to you by Aura. Now, in November, Duke University released a study. In it, what they did is they identified a couple hundred US-based data brokers that were offering the sale of in order to buy U.S. service members and their veterans' information, and they all agreed. Now, these U.S.-based data brokers sold the name, the email, the home address, the marital status, tons of different information. They also offered up financial information, geolocation data, a lot of sensitive information. Why this is important is that geolocation data not just doesn't have your home, has your acquaintances' homes, it has where you train, where you go to the gym. This is very sensitive personal data. Service members, family members of service members, acquaintances, they're all at risk. Now, we are under attack. Now, Aura is an all-in-one digital safety tool. Now, all they're going to do is they can find these US-based data brokers and they can submit opt-out for you. Now, these opt-outs are very difficult to get to. Let Aura take care of it. And that way they can get rid of your information from those US data brokers. Now, Aura is a US-based company with 100% US-based customer service available 24/7. Now, Aura also does a lot more to protect you and your family. They offer credit identity theft monitoring, VPN, password management, and much more. The point is, you get all this at a great price, over $1 million in identity theft insurance for each family member up to 5 adult members. So go and check it out, aura.com/GrandThumb. First 14 days are free. We definitely recommend it. Go and check them out. Back to the video.
Well, we've done a lot of shooting at this point, so it's time to do our favorite part, which is going to be the talking portion. So for all my Marines out there, we're going to do what you love. We're going to go tip to butt on this gun. We've talked about it previously, but we'll reiterate. The PSA Jackal is a $1,000 to $1,300 gun, depending on your setup. It is 5.56.
Just when you thought KFC wraps couldn't get any better, they now have 5 flavors.
We're anesthesiologists, surgeons, emergency medicine physicians, pain management.
Yeah, man, this app won the Great Supreme, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Club Bastards. You did.
Yeah, man, this is Pimpin' Ken, Milwaukee's finest, the Royal Highness, the best ever got away with it, man. Hey, the best thing since Listerine. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Club Bastard. You did? Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Say, man.
Say, man.
Unc Ben taught me how to whip up the cocaine, busting checks and swiping cards like it's the dope game. Sweet shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We right back at it, y'all. We got the one and only Pimpin' Ken and Supreme jumping off the porch with us today. What's good with it?
What's happening, man? I'm happy to be here, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can dig it, man. How y'all brothers feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, especially with Ugly Money and Vado in the back, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, just have a good support team, man, and, to see, the young Preem just doing his thing, man, just really, it's amazing, man.
Yes, sir.
His numbers is crazy right now.
Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. And shit, I mean, Ken, you ain't new to this, man. You've been off the porch before, Supreme, and, what I'm saying, been here. So, we consider y'all, DGB family, what I'm saying?
Man,
So,
appreciate that, man.
yeah, nah, for sure. And the first time y'all pulled up, man, y'all brought the whole HHF here, what I'm saying? Like, really, made a mark. Man, I think y'all might hold the record for the most people that we done had on the porch.
Hey, well, we got 10,000 members, Hip Hop Attorney.
It was still motherfuckers in the crowd.
Ugly Money was kind of deep, too, though.
Nah, for sure.
Nietzsche was
for
in
sure.
Cave Stick, too.
Yeah, nah, absolutely, man. Yeah, shout out Ugly Money, man. Doing big things, what I'm saying, here in the city and, just in the media, realm. So much respect, bro. Yes, sir. So, man, let's get to it, bro. Like Supreme, you got an interesting story, man. Being, a cat who grew up. I mean, your father is, a world-renowned pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was it like for you growing up, bro? Like with your pops being who he is, man.
Really at first, I really ain't know like what was going on. I'm just looking like, man, this my pops. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like shit, I'm going with pops. We gonna have a good time. It's going down, But I mean, if you're looking for like my first introduction on me knowing like, okay, Pimpin' Ken is my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, we was I was about 4, 5 years old, right? And pops come get me in the blue Benz, like S500 or something back then. Pick me up, he like, shit, you finna ride with me to Chicago, don't tell nobody, it's just us. Man, we ride to Chicago, as soon as we get there, a white bitch come. Black Benz, TVs inside that motherfucker. She handed the keys like a movie, like, we switch out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on around here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, Pops, I didn't really see a lot of white people there. I'm 28 from Burleigh, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? And shit, from there.
Who is this white woman?
From there, I'm like, okay, I got an interesting father, you know what I mean? And then really going back to the hood and motherfuckers chopping it up and saying different shit like, oh, Pimpin' Ken, your daddy, or what's going on, or woo, you know what I mean? So.
No, for sure. And I mean, being from Milwaukee, like, and your pops being, I mean, not only, is Ken who he was, around the country, but then in Milwaukee, like, he was so polarized. And so I know that you had to, like, just see stuff and hear stuff and be like, damn, like, what is,
Motherfucker tried to kidnap me, man. Like, that, Pops definitely was, like, godfather around that motherfucker. On top of that, I stay on 28 from Burleigh. So Pops come and pick me up, new Maserati, with the SL55 in the back, a white bitch, somebody driving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, motherfuckers like, what the fuck they got going on at that house over there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, motherfucker tried to kidnap me, man. A lady, couple houses down, came on my mama and was like, word around town, they talking about, they trying to do something to your son and woo. Just be on the lookout type shit.
Yeah.
My mama like, stay your ass in the house, don't go outside, don't da-da-da. Me being me, I was bad in the motherfucker. I still sticking out the back window.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still trying to go outside and, man, I would end up going outside one day. And I'm walking to the alley. Milwaukee, we got alleys, the block alley. Yeah. I'm walking, I get close to the alley. I see a nigga with some braids, dark-skinned nigga. He like, hey, come here. Fuck you mean, come here? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what? Man, he just started chasing me.
On what?
Man, get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. I gotta get home. So, he didn't catch me, but motherfucker knew who he was, and I told motherfuckers and shit. You know how shit go in the city.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Now, Ken, in the beginning, like, did you try to like, keep that lifestyle like away from your kids? Did you try to, shelter them a little more? Or like, what was your view on that?
Everybody except for him. And the only reason why I introduced him to the game was because his mama was in the game and I was in the game. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like my other kid's mom, but this is his son. So you know how that go, right? And I knew that he was gonna run into some pitfalls and some street shit eventually. So I would ride him around, introduce him to all the pimps, all the hoes. My first hoe when he was, not my first hoe, when he was about 1 month old, I met Nicky's, we in Atlanta, right? Because I had him down in Atlanta when he was a kid. Like I was with him a lot. So bitch walked right up to the car, straight up out of Nicky's and gave him $100 bill. So I'm gonna give him his first shoes, you feel right? So I took the $1. I took the $100. I said, I'm gonna go spend this. You know what I'm saying? I said, thanks, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Yeah, bitch, ain't no donation like a donation, bitch. And the bitch donated, right? But, you know, I would take him all around the country. You know, when school was out, I would come get him and I would tell him, don't tell his brothers and his sisters because, you know, they was on some other lifestyle shit, you know what I'm saying? Because his sister, his older sister, I had her when I was just getting out of jail. So I was still, you know, I went all the way pimping Ken yet, Ken Ivy, so to speak. But, you know, I was trying to, you know, I didn't want to shield him or protect him. I wanted him to get a dose of the game. I used to always tell him when he was like 12, I said, nigga, I'm talking to you like you 25. Even though you 12, because you're going to eventually be a 25-year-old man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to tell him. I said, yeah, nigga, I ain't going to goo you, you know what I mean? So I was trying to, you know, just straight lace with him. So, you know, he's seen it all. He's seen hoes upon hoes, and, you know, he's seen the Phantoms. He done been in the Phantoms, and he used to get my jewelry and put my jewelry up. If you go on Instagram, you'll see he got all my jewelry. He used to be in the mirror. And the crazy thing, I kind of fucked him up because the nigga texted me one day. He said, yeah, Dad, I know exactly what I want to be. I think the nigga gonna say a doctor, a lawyer. He said, I want to be a pimp. I said, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, nigga.
But though, to piggyback up what you saying, though, I feel like Pops just really grabbed me a little more because he knew my environment, you know what I'm saying, the shit that's going on. Motherfuckers know, if motherfuckers know about Milwaukee, 27 Burla, 28 from Burla, Taliban, niggas know how that shit go around that motherfucker, you feel me? So, on top of that, everybody know who Pops is. So motherfuckers might be saying crazy shit to me, you know what I mean? Your Pops ain't shit, or motherfuckers might be saying good shit, you know what I mean? It go both ways, but at the same time, like I said, I feel like Pops, you know, he grabbed me a little more so he could prepare me for that environment, you know what I mean? Because he knew what a motherfucker was facing, you feel me?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
And that was crazy all the time, you know, going on the road with Pops though, and his bitches with us, you know what I mean? 4, 5 bitches with us, lapped up, you know what I'm saying? Like we in Tunica, we in motherfucking Arkansas, we in Texas, like we moving, you know what I mean? And like he's saying, it ain't no goo gaga shit going on, you feel me? It's like some real smashing going on, you feel me?
Word.
So motherfuckers definitely got it from the horse's mouth.
Word. So let's tap more into your story too. You coming up, man. Like you grew up on 20. You said 28 from Burla. All right. I'm 22nd in Townsend, so that's right up the block. You know what I'm saying? So you right over there by the Chicago Subs.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Chicago Subs.
Yeah, our Avenue right over there.
You know what niggas kill me, man.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
So
yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. So for folks that don't know, like, man, like it ain't no joke over there. Like that's straight war zone. Like no, you know what I'm saying? No play. What kind of kid was you coming up though, bro? Like what was you into?
I was really into everything. Like I liked to play basketball, skateboard. I used to do a lot of different shit. I wanted to do everything, like football. I was into everything when it came to that. You know what I'm saying? And video games, shit like that. I ain't really start getting into no bullshit till I started getting into high school and realizing how much flavor a motherfucker really got. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could rap circles around these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I just jumped into a little different lane.
No, I can dig it. When would you say you jumped off the porch?
I'd say like 17, 18.
Okay, word.
You know what I'm saying? I came down to Atlanta. I was doing a little hustling before I came down to Atlanta and Milwaukee and shit. Yeah. But I ended up coming down here and was hustling and going to school. I came down here for college. But I ain't want to be calling pops and shit all the time, you feel me? Right. So I ended up coming up on a little quarter pound of weed and shit like that. Had a little good 2-3 week run, wasn't even doing what I was supposed to be doing. Yeah. And got caught by the dean of the school and shit like that. They kicked me right out, right? But after that, I'm like, shit, I gotta go hard. Motherfucker, like, you going back to Milwaukee, what you gonna do? Like, you gonna turn around? I'm like, man, hell no. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up moving with some people, family of mine, on what that is, by High Tower Court, like Bankhead, right across the street from Doug High School and shit. Yeah. So I'm hustling and shit. I ended up getting indicted on 50 pounds, you know what I'm saying? And shit, that was crazy, you know what I mean? I ain't even tell Pops about the shit till I beat the case. Oh, wow. I wasn't scared, but I just was like, he gonna be disappointed because he used to always tell me, he know what's going on with me, you know what I mean? He like, like, man, you hustling, you doing all this shit, you know what come with it, you know what I mean?
Right, right.
So, yeah, man, I did that little shit, was fighting that case for like 2 years, and came out on top of that, so, you know.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up, man. I mean, you know, it sounded like you was really, you know, you wanted to be your own man and didn't want to have to depend on, you know, Pops, even though you're knowing that.
Pops for shit, man.
But,
even though I can if I want to, you know what I mean? It ain't no problem.
Yeah.
But I'm just shit. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? That's what he told me.
I said, nigga, you had 50 pounds. You could have gave me 25. I said, nigga, shit.
Come on, right.
Nigga, we could have kept. I could work that shit with you, nigga. This young nigga got 50 pounds, AKs and shit. I'm like, goddamn, nigga. I mean, what the fuck? And then I was really upset. Cause I thought he just quit school. I didn't know he got caught with a quarter pound until he told me like about a week ago. I was like, damn. I mean, this is, but you know, he ground as a motherfucker now. So a lot of that shit was just like shocking to me. But you know, you don't know your kids, right? You know what I'm saying? Your kids ain't you. They got their own lifestyle. That's one thing I like about Supreme and little Kenny, my oldest son. They do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he ain't trying to be me. You know, he's doing him.
Yeah. So Supreme, was there ever a point when you was coming up like where, like, did you ever try to tap into the ism? Like, was you know what I mean? Like at a young age, like, did you try to get you a little stable? Did you have you some hoes? Like, what was you on?
You know, past tense, everything past tense. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, absolutely.
I definitely, you know, had to take one for sure. You know what I mean? And it's in my blood, so naturally, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn. I'm having my way with these females, you know what I'm saying? They the baddest ones. Anybody know me from the city, they know every time they see me, I had the baddest one. You hear me? So like, shit, you know, motherfucker dipped and dive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And keeping the culture alive, you know?
Nah,
straight up.
I could dig it. And Ken, like when you found out that he, you know what I'm saying, like even had like his first hoe, like, how did that make you feel? You know what I mean? Like,
he called me, told me, he said, yeah, man, you ain't doing it like Young P, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm KP, man. I'm keeping the pivot. You know what I'm saying? He's popping at me and shit. And I'm laughing.
I sent the video, matter of fact. I remember I recorded the video. I'm like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, got one, you know?
He was trying to say that, you know, he woo-woo-woo. I told him, I said, yeah, okay, man. When you get 16 deep, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One deep, man. One hole is too close to no hole. The broke hole is a no hole. You know what I'm saying?
That's damn sure what you said.
You know what I'm saying? Call me when you get deep, man. I'm talking about deeper in the ocean too, man. Because it's slow motion like that bottom of the ocean.
Word.
You dig?
Nah, I can dig it. I can dig it. So
but answer your question, I wasn't proud that he was doing what he was doing, but you know what I'm saying? I knew from raising him as a child that this shit was gonna encounter him. That's why I had him around me all the time, so he wouldn't be confused. You know, he'd have his own flavor, you know, his own thing. That's one thing about Supreme. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Supreme might get a bitch, man, 30 years old, 40 years old, and break the bitch for 40 bands. This nigga be getting like 40, 50 bands out of bitches. I mean, not no pimping on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Just bitches like him. They just give him money. You know, be old bitches and shit. I be like, man, that bitch old enough to be your mama, homie. What's up? He's like, Pops, I got this. Next thing I know, he got new Porsche. What's the other car? You got the Genesis. He just bought all this new shit, man. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, shit, he must know what he's doing. Condos, Peachtree. He built on Peachtree before I did.
Yeah, nah, that's ill. That's ill. And man, when you was coming up, Supreme, like, was Pops giving you like expensive clothing and like did you have, you know what I mean? Was you like one of them young cats with yays on? And like,
I was lazy. I had the fly shit, you know what I'm saying? Like literally Robin jeans, motherfucking rock revivals, all the fly shit, you feel me? Like, but Pops definitely it wasn't just like, oh yeah, we buying you fly shit. Like Pops would take me on the road with him. I might have to hold the bag. He might tell me, you know, go tell that nigga over there, you Pimp a Ken, son. This the DVD, woo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll go over there, hey man, I'm Pimp a Ken's son, this the best of both worlds. They like, Pimp a Ken, he right over there, you know what I'm saying? He like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, oh, let's go holla at Kid. Like, so I was really like with Pops grinding, like, so he really instilled hustle with me, although I had the fly shit though.
Yeah. But the crazy thing about that is that the shit that nigga was asking for, man, I was like, what the fuck? Nigga said some Robert jeans, man. We went to Miami and the jeans cost, what they call, $5?
They're about $550 and the hat was about $250.
So I'm spending like $700. Now, you know, as a player, right, a boss player, you know, having money, you know what I'm saying? I want to do it because it's my son.
Yeah.
But on another end, I'm saying, damn, how many of these motherfuckers he gonna want? So, you know, Supreme didn't just want no Robert G. He wanted everything. You know what I'm saying? He was a fly little dude, man. He been fly all his life, man. You know, and we hustled together. You know what I'm saying? I made him, you know, get down with me, and I showed him, like, you know, 'cause I know he couldn't actually sell a DVD, but he would let motherfuckers know, hey, that's my pop. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga just, man, he would just get the most expensive shit, man. I used to ask, I said, what the fuck you learn about the Rodney G? You talking about how old was you, like 14?
Yeah, I was just graduating from like the 8th grade or some shit like that. But that was when, like, I think who the fuck, Chief Keef was hot as a motherfucker. Yeah. And he had on he had a picture with the red Robin jeans on. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill their ass for graduation. I'm getting them. You know what I'm saying? The red was, man. I popped out. I'm like, man, Pops, I need them red Robin jeans. Like, I need them. Like, he like, you need them. I'm like, I need them right there. You're straight up.
Nah, man.
Pops been doing fly shit even for my graduation though. My 8th grade, I had a party bus, fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, they came outside like, is that the singer's bus? Like, no, that's Kenneth Ivy's bus.
So Pops can't even be mad at you, man. You grew up with expensive taste.
Yeah,
no,
always
they never, he'll tell you, they always got 1,000 or better for Christmas. And I got 7 of them motherfuckers, 8, was it 9? It's a bunch of them. But I got about every Christmas, every birthday, every school, back to school, I had to give them all the same thing. Yeah. So I had to hustle hard like a motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that they was just, you know, I was just giving to them. They was good kids, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even though Supreme grew up in the hood, you know, he was still a good dude, you know what I'm saying? He was very mannerable. You can see how smooth he is. He was always like that since he was a baby. His own brothers and sisters, like, he gonna be just like you when he grow up, you know, because he was so smooth and laid back. Yeah. He seen so much fly shit, you know, by the time he was fucking 7 years old, he been damn near every state. You know what I'm saying? Because me and his mama, you know, we hit a lot of states together. Then, you know, me and his mama went together no more. I went to get him. I took him everywhere I went, you know, everywhere. New York, California, Vegas. Ain't no way you can say that man ain't been. He been everywhere.
Yeah, word. And Supreme, like, at what age did you understand, like, even the dynamic of, like, what your moms, you know, did at one point and understand that?
I would think I was in, like, the 5th or 6th grade. And I think I was just trying to, like, flex. Like, yeah, my pop's a pimp a kid, whoa. And some girl was like, well, what that mean your mama is? I'm like, fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, my mama used to be gone for like 2-3 weeks at a time. And then my pops would be gone too for a couple months, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be at my grandparents' house and they selling dope like a motherfucker. There's a lot of shit going on there too, you know what I'm saying? If you know about 21st and Hopkins, you know what be going, you know.
Bro, that's a hop, skip, and a jump away from my house.
You see what I'm saying? So
that's
back
the
in
back
them
alley.
days, my Uncle B, Pico, and them, so back in them days, so, and I used to just hear motherfuckers say little shit, you know what I mean, about my mama, you know what I'm saying? And, it affected me a little bit when I used to get mad and shit, like, the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But shit, as I grew older, you know, I just like, shit, this who I am, this where I came from, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This the life I am, you know what I mean?
Yeah, product
and
of the
shit,
game.
I love my parents, I don't wish I never had no different parents, none of that shit. Like, my dad a superhero in my eyes, you feel me? So, that's how I look at it.
And that's why I had him around hoes when he was young, because I know that, but he seen the benefit of hoeing. You know what I'm saying? You know, he seen me check 30,000 out of one bitch. You know what I'm saying? All them hoes took care of him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna say no name, but he know who I'm about to talk about. She broke him off every day. I used to be like, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm your pimp, not him. You know what I'm saying? But she was, you know, giving him like
taking me
boo-boos money, taking him shopping.
And
even the white girl, I can't say her name, but she was crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? She would go and buy him all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they would hide money from me to go give it to him. And I was like, you know, this nigga really cut into my trap. You know what I'm saying?
Supreme, you ever find yourself in a situation where a woman tried to come and give you some money because of who your pops was, on the tip of wanting to try to get in your stable? Or if you even didn't even have one, but somebody like, shit, I want you to get my pee, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's a situation, I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but I definitely had a hoe choose, you know, just off the fact that a motherfucker was, you know, And they probably knew him before they knew me, or you know what I mean, or seen him before they seen me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Word, nah.
You know.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, because I mean, it's almost like it just fall right into your lap type shit, like just because of, you know what I'm saying, like who you are and, you know what I mean, who you connected to and all that.
For sure.
Yeah. When did you find that you had a passion for music?
I always had a passion for music. I've been rapping. I got videos of me rapping when I'm 12, 13 in Huntsville and shit. I got CDs when I'm like 5, 6 years old, rapping, seeing little shit on there, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I've been had a passion for this shit since forever, since I can remember, you know what I'm saying?
Now your pops managed, you know, who a lot of us revere as, you know, one of our favorite, you know, rappers, Pimp C.
For sure.
Did you ever get a chance to meet Pimp?
Hell yeah, that's my uncle. Like, man, we played basketball together too. Me and his sons kick it, playing the game. Shit, he come to the house in this Bentley and shit, you know what I'm saying? And ride, and we just kicked it. Like, we always kicked it. Like, that's my uncle for real. Like, he had me in his wheel. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. So, nah, that's what's up,
type
man.
Of relationship.
And did that, like, even seeing your pops moving around, like, with these different artists, and I don't know if you were too young to even know, like, how he was being featured on so many artists' albums, like on their skits and stuff like that. Pastor Troy, Loon, like all these different cats, you know what I'm saying? Did that kind of influence you to want to, like, step into the music?
Hell yeah, because he always be needing to go to the studio and shit too, you know what I'm saying? So we always be at some studio in some different city too, you know, when you doing intros and shit. So I'd be there for most of them intros, you feel me? So I should be like, man, I want to get on there and say something. I want to rap, you know what I mean? And my first time actually going to the studio was with The Row, Ice Cream Paint Job.
Yeah.
And we was in Dallas, and Pops was like, you want to go to the studio, don't you? I'm like, yeah. He like, well, write a rap by 6 o'clock. I'm like, what? He like, man, you better write some cold shit. You finna go meet so-and-so. I'm like, man, all right. So shit, I wrote some. I go in there, we rapping, he get on the song with me. Like, that was my first time going to the studio.
No, actually, you did something when you were 7. I still got the CD.
I'm saying like a real
studio.
You know what I'm saying? Really writing a song.
Oh.
That was when I was just young, just saying some shit. Like my first time writing a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
With the road, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, and that was like when you like really took it serious, or?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
From there, we was at every time we hit a different city, we was at a studio. It's a lot of footage of shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, look it up. But we going to every studio. You want to go to the studio? Hell, we at all these, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huntsville, Atlanta, we kicking it, like.
Right. And who's some of your influences when it comes to the music? Like, who you fuck with?
Jay-Z, for sure. Wayne, I'm a big Wayne fan. Pimp, Bun, just UGK, we gonna put both of them in there.
Yeah.
I listen to so much shit, I ain't gonna lie. Futures, I fuck with a lot of young niggas too, Lil Babies, I fuck with all the young niggas too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, I listen to everybody and I kinda like, you know, dib and dab and make my sauce what it is, you know, from my inspiration.
No, I can dig it, man. So what's some of your goals when it comes to the music? Like, is the music like really your really your passion, or you just doing it, you know what I'm saying, just to fuck around with it?
It's definitely my passion, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? And my goal is to really be a mogul with this shit, you know what I mean? Like, be an artist and have fun with this shit, but make sure my business taken care of too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And have other outside avenues to bring in different revenue, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm trying to go as far as I can and really set a platform for other motherfuckers like me, you feel me? Because, like, even like what Pop's saying, like, Pop stayed in the Birds, right? I stayed on 28th Street. Pops come get me, I'm going out there kicking it with them and shit like that, you feel me? And they be like, you ghetto. Not them, but you know, motherfuckers around the neighborhood, they ain't seeing motherfuckers from Milwaukee and Menominee Falls, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I'd be like, what the fuck? So then I go to 28th Street and motherfuckers would be like, you a little too proper, like nigga, you know a little something, like you skateboard, like nigga, what type of nigga is you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be like, damn, I ain't never really like know where to,
know where to
go
fit
with
in,
the shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's when I'm like, okay, I want to do something like my music. You know what I mean? I gotta express myself somewhere. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And then me getting older to get back to the point where I'm trying to make is it gotta be other motherfuckers like me. You know what I'm saying? Who got flavor like me, who come from this shit or come from something.
Yeah.
You know, and go through something similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really here to bring light to.
Right. No, I can dig it. And growing up, did you deal with a lot of jealousy and stuff like that, whether it be from friends, family members, stuff like that?
Hell yeah, for sure. Like a motherfucker, like motherfuckers I love, motherfuckers I was really looking forward to be like, oh, okay, I see you, you know what I'm saying? I see you doing your thing. And they give a motherfucker the cold shoulder, like, damn, love. I thought you was gonna show me some love.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Man, but you know what, man? Cats, it's interesting, man, because like how you was just talking about.
There can't be one product that does all. Yes, there is one product that I suggest above all others. It is the 8 Sleep mattress. The #1 purchase that...
So I blocked him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna block him, but I didn't get it. Like, no. Free Blueface.
Free Blueface. Forever.
All platforms, free Blueface, 7-song EP with the bundles. Y'all go check it out.
You got them bundles? So you're telling me Blueface had to turn himself in. This is not related to the shooting that you're going to be like, you didn't shoot anyone. Right. You helped him beat that. He got
beat that. We got discharged in firearm city limits.
This was a Krishan thing?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, kind of.
He violated parole because of something that...
With her? Yeah.
The cops came and what? Like, how did he actually violate his parole?
Well, no, probation.
Probation.
Well, he was not supposed to be in Las Vegas. We were fighting the case.
Okay.
I got him clearance to come down to spar with Floyd. Business in, out. So tell him no come back. Week later, Krishan's in his ear. I wanna. Blue telling her like, nah, Wax said I can't, you know what I'm saying? She gets, the ladies get it. Whack your dad. You gonna listen to Whack. All this bullshit, right? Without me knowing.
The devil on his shoulder.
He goes back to Vegas.
Ugh.
Right? Now, I seen the videotapes after the arrest. There's a fan. Krishan, we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you, Krishan. But him. This is the persona you guys have built. This is Krishan. This is your fan base. They love you. They hate Blueface, right? She says it again. She got the phone. Krishan, we love you. Oh my God, but we love you. Him. Krishan, pregnant and all, takes off on the girl. Under 7,900 cameras in a Palm Hotel. Blueface went to grab the girl's phone to make sure she didn't get some footage or whatever. He grabs it, looks at it, gives it back. Krishan's welling on the girl. Right? Now, because I had him in a situation for the attempted murder where we were going to beat that case, they turned around and used this situation and charged Blueface with a robbery. He never leaves with the phone. It's like maybe 4 seconds. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Boom, gives it back. Charge Blueface with a robbery. Don't charge Krishan with nothing.
Seems like a stretch. If he's just holding it for a few seconds, like they're really taking the definition. A robbery and stretching it to its limits.
So,
pause.
They charged Krishan with nothing. And Krishan knew, and I told him on last court date in LA, yo, bro, keep our program the program. Don't bring Krishan on our court dates. We've been fighting for years. He pops up on sentencing date in LA, and she hears all the terms. I didn't want him to take the deal. It was 4 years joint suspension because I didn't feel he was disciplined enough for that. Joint suspension, the same thing Shug went to jail for. It don't matter what you do. You can go steal a bag of chips. If you got 9 years joint suspension, you get the 9 years. Any violations. So, so now I go to fighting the robbery in Vegas. The attempted murder doesn't affect me because it happened prior to us taking the deal in Los Angeles. So whatever happened with the attempted murder has no bearing effect on the LA case. I get the robbery reduced down to a misdemeanor, but it's still a violation. So August, we go back to court. I'm battling, I'm paying these attorneys. You know, they're like, yo, you know, we're supposed to go do the 4, you know how it goes, right? So I'm paying these attorneys. We get down to like December, and they're like, yo, they want to give him the 4 years unless we willing to negotiate, right? So they like, all right, we probably can get him 300 days, you know, in the county jail, which I understand how the county jail works, right? 300 days, you can be from a month to 100 days.
They might just chop that down like crazy if you're on
you know, my
good
brother just
behavior
went.
or-
My brother just went. He did 18 hours on 90 days, literally, right? So, you know,
I have had friends of mine go in there and they're telling me like, yeah, I got to go do 3-4 months, and then they come out like 3 days later.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
so-
are you serious? Like, I was all worried about that.
yeah. So, but you know, for the last 5 years, brother, I've been fighting. I beat a lot of case for my artists, especially him. The freeway shooting. I walked out of there 3 years probation. Caught a gun case in South Central. I beat that one in Compton Court.
Blueface's gun case.
Yeah, these is all blue cases. I beat them. Caught another gun case Super Bowl weekend in Hollywood. I beat that one. The assault and battery on the security guard here in North Hollywood. That's the one he took probation on. Attempted murder in Las Vegas. I got that reduced down to discharge and firearm city limits. The robbery in Las Vegas, I got reduced down to a misdemeanor. So, you know, my legal team is vicious.
Do you ever fantasize about what it would be like to sign an artist who didn't constantly catch gun and violence related cases?
Yo, listen, man.
That would be nice,
well,
right?
Ray J. But Ray J, from music and television, he drifted over to, you know, the electronics, you know, all that type of stuff, and now he's into the digital world.
Now he's got a house full of trans women.
That's done.
Oh.
We about to shoot part 2, though.
Oh. It's going to be worse?
You're hosting.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably a decent percentage of the trans women that wouldn't care for me.
Who?
I don't know. Some of them seem to get the idea that I'm a transphobe because I won't.
You popping? What you mean?
Some of them want to, and I'm like, I can't do it.
Also, you do have a limit. Because we all thought, because you let a trans sit on your lap.
That was a joke.
That ain't no joke. You had man ass on your man lap.
Correction. I had wet trans grundle on my knee.
What do you mean wet? What the fuck is grunt? Yo, break that white boy talk down the layman's term. What is wet grundle?
Picture the area between your asshole and your ball sack, up to and including some of the bottom of your ball sack. You know that whole area?
Yeah, okay.
Now, picture after sitting there in that chair for 2 hours, how it might be starting to feel a little moist, a little musty, a little wet.
Oh, because that had on tight.
Yeah.
Tight and tucked.
And Sydney Starr, to be fair, got the BBL. There's a lot of junk in the trunk. So she gets up to sit on my lap, and I'm rolling with the joke, whatever.
Pop ass, bro.
Yeah, and that mother planted it right down on my knee. But all I'm saying is that over the years, I've had more than a few trans women like realize that I'm going to
Nigga don't know what to
girls, and we're going to be signing. signing autographs and taking photos and doing all this kind of shit. And like through that, like mostly we interact with the stars that we want to interact with, but when you're at the convention, you start running into a lot of stars that you would not normally interact with, and so all of a sudden you've got, you know, a disabled woman who's telling you that she wants you to her stump. And then you've got, you know, a trans performer and she's telling you about how she wants you to suck their dick. And then you're dealing with, you know, a 400-pound woman and she's telling you that she wants to be your first BBW scene. And so it's like you're standing there in the booth and this is fast and furious, just like, I want to fuck you. I weigh 400 pounds. Okay, this is my assistant. She's going to take your information. You turn around like this. Hey, I want you to suck my stump. Okay, this is my assistant. She's going to take your information. It's a lot to take in. Now, that being said, I love the trans community. But I
took my
feel
motherfucking
like
laptop to a
I'm not ready.
Computer board earlier.
I'm
getting a fucking PC
Boca Burger
built.
vagina at this point in my life.
So you think there will come a time where you might be ready?
Monday. Today.
Well, I do notice that a trend in my life is that I get freakier as I get older. So that kind of makes you wonder, like, well, what's 50 or 60 going to be like?
So you're potentially gay.
RAM card.
I didn't say that. And these are women, buddy.
They're not women.
They are a type of woman.
No, they're not. It's a man.
Because I'm streaming on 5 different fucking
I have to differ from you there.
Yeah, God, this facts. Scientifically, godly, and factually. Listen, I'm going to respect.
In the eyes of science and God, I would agree with you that they're probably not women. But I choose to treat them as women. I have respect for them. That being said, that respect does not necessarily necessitate me.
If you choose to treat them as women, then you be sexually active with them.
And therein lies the problem, is that I don't think I want to cross that